We are in for a warm one today. Southwesterly winds really going to help out with that. It is already gusty. You could see it in the background here of our Yorktown camera. Trees kind of waving in the distance there. Otherwise, it is beautiful. Few upper level clouds here for Williamsburg. Nags Head's looking nice. Not the biggest waves though. Surfers, unfortunately, it is flat once again. Temperatures right now, 60s across the area, 65 in Virginia Beach, Currituck, same thing there, 66 in Wallops Island. Again, the winds are out of the southwest right now, anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour. This is just the sustained winds though. This is not factoring in the gusts, which are up over 30 miles per hour for many locations already. We could be gusting in a few isolated spots close to 40. I think this model's a little high. I think we'll be around 30 to 35. But as we go throughout the late morning and into the afternoon, it starts to relax a tiny bit. Not a whole lot. 25, 30 mile per hour wind gusts are still pretty high, especially on a nice sunny day. But with how dry it is outside and the wind, the pollen is going to be everywhere today. It's blown off the trees. Tree pollen's high. Grass pollen has been coming up ever so slightly over the past couple of days. So for those who struggle with the seasonal allergies, it will be a little bit of a rough day today. Weeds, ragweed, that is not a big concern until we head later in the year. Now we have high pressure off of our coastline, low pressure well inland across the Midwest. Some heavy rain, some thunderstorms, severe weather potential over the next several days. This system kind of stalls out over the Midwest. We're not expecting to see this until we head really into the middle parts of next week. So that kind of keeps us in the warm sector side here, and we're going to be seeing a pressure gradient set up today between these two systems. So that change in pressure over this distance with these two systems is going to cause that south wind to be a little bit gusty at times. So that's why we're going to also be staying warm today and seeing temperatures close to 90 for some of us. Going through the morning, though, a lot of sunshine, not seeing maybe a few passing clouds. Southwest breeze really going to help us get into the mid 80s to even upper 80s by the afternoon. Look at this. We're already into the 70s by 10 and 11. So it's going to be a warm one today. Upper 80s across the south side, close to 90 for northeast North Carolina and a few spots, especially inland. Low 80s for the Outer Banks, upper 70s for the eastern shore, mid 80s as we head into the peninsulas. It's going to be a nice day for the beach, maybe not so much of a nice day to get in the water. It's going to be chilly out there with those water temperatures in the 50s. Going to need that sunscreen though. UV is high at a 7. Waves are small, so again, for the surfers, going to need that longboard. You can see not much to work with out there over Virginia Beach right now. There is going to be a change up in our weather briefly as we head into the day on Sunday, especially late in the afternoon, but overnight tonight still remaining with that mild feel. We are going to have a stationary front set up to our north early Sunday morning. It's going to drop as we head throughout the afternoon, though, of Sunday, so that'll allow us for some cooler air to filter on into the region. Starting out in the afternoon, 70s and 80s. We're down into the 60s and then 50s as we head into the early evening hours of our Sunday. But luckily, it is very brief as we're going to be seeing temperatures rebound later on next week. Saturday and Sunday, though, 80s across the board. We get back into the 80s for the day on Tuesday, and otherwise, we're not seeing much rain to come as we go throughout much of the next 7 days, especially Tuesday. That's our next rain chance across the region.